What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for another episode of the Premier League Spur-Spective, where we take a look at the weekend's games, give a bit of a review, and we've also got the scores from Predict the Prem as well, where me and my brother go head-to-head predicting every single Premier League game, which is 5 points for a correct scoreline, 3 points for a correct result and both teams to score, 1 point for a correct result and the star men as well, which is 2 points for a goal, 1 point for an assist. And we might have to add in 5 points for a postponement as well very soon, or even immediately. But anyway, the scores at the moment are 2-2-5 against 1-9-5 in Sim's favour. And to be honest, not much catching up possible this weekend, seeing as every game more or less was off. But let's go through them. Man United against Brighton was off. What was that next one? Villa against Burnley. That was the latest one to get called off.
Yeah, we actually predicted that one score, but that was off.
So 0 points there. Southampton, Brentford off. Basically every Saturday game was off apart from Arsenal, which was Watford Palace off. West Ham, Norwich off. And Arsenal Leeds at Ellen Road finished 4-1 to Arsenal. You went 2-0, I went 1-1, so you get a point on the board there. But Arsenal, just complete domination job, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was easy for them from start to finish. I was watching it, and there was never really one period where you think Leeds in this game. It was so easy for Arsenal. You got to give credit to Martinelli, who is on a rich vein form at the moment. Scored a couple of nice, really nice finishes, but such a depleted Leeds side. It's hard to really judge, how good the Arsenal performance was, because it literally was kids out there for Leeds, a lot of them, wasn't it? Yeah. So there was one moment actually that was 1-0 to Arsenal, and Rafinha went through one-on-one and he missed it. He missed the chance. But other than that, Leeds didn't have anything.
Was this Leeds side more depleted than the one that took on Chelsea and that took on us?
Yeah, much more.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. This was like kids, a lot of them.
Oh, fair enough.
There wasn't COVID though; it was just injuries,
right,
just loads of injuries. So that's why the game wasn't called off. But it was an easy day for Arsenal. There was one moment, obviously, the Leeds got it back to 3-1, and you'll think, and with I think 20 minutes to go or so, and maybe there was a slight opening, but Smith Rowe came on and killed the game off. So easy day for Arsenal, and they're now firmly in the top 4. But we have games in hand.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Everton-Leicester on the Sunday was called off. Next game was Newcastle against Man City, which finished 4-0 to Man City. Sim going 3-0. I went 4-0, so 5 points on the board for me, 3 points on the board for Simi, and that brings me to around 200. So only 29 points behind now. But yeah, 4-0 Man City, another demolishing game. Demolition job from Man City.
Yeah, they battered them, didn't they? Yeah, it was a complete onslaught throughout the whole game, and you got to say it was always going to happen, wasn't it? You like when Newcastle played City, doesn't matter how many changes City make, their system they got, then how attacking they are. It was always going to go one way, so no surprises.
Yeah. All right, next game was Chelsea away at Wolves, and more drop points for Chelsea in 0-0 against a Wolves side. Both of us predicting 2-1 to Chelsea. And Chelsea, again, slipping.
Yeah, but not only was it a poor result, but also poor performance. They really didn't play. Yeah, they did not play too well. Wolves are really unlucky not to have taken the lead after a goal ruled out for a marginal offside early doors. And if anything, looked like Wolves were going to be the one pushing for a winner. Chelsea obviously had their opportunities, but few and far between, unfortunately for them. And it was one of those performances where they look a bit lackluster and they lacked a focal point. And Tuchel is starting to get a bit frustrated. And they're not losing many games, but they're drawing a lot. That's going to cost you.
What do you put this down to? Because they were firing form coming into the season. Obviously, looked like they were unbeatable at times at the beginning of the season. Now, over the past, let's say 2-3 weeks, I mean, they're just not playing well at all.
Well, I think the lack of options in the striking department might become catching up with them, with Lukaku and Werner just either being out or not playing very well, and they're always on the bench at the moment. Also, Chilwell getting injured was big, I think, because Alonso started the season okay, but he was going through a bad run of form. That's why they put Chilwell in, and Chilwell was playing brilliantly before he got injured. So he's out. And they've just picked up a few bits and pieces in terms of injuries, which is maybe preventing them from reaching their full potential is making them a bit stop-start. That's all I can put it down to. They're seemingly easy to stop at the moment, Chelsea. They don't seem to be creating loads and loads of chances right now, which is probably maybe lacking a bit of creativity. Maybe that's the biggest issue.
I know how they feel. But let's move on to Tottenham against Liverpool. I mean, we've discussed this game at length, but obviously it was 2-2. Sim went 2-0 to Liverpool. I went 3-1 to Liverpool. Maybe we should have had more faith in Spurs.
Yeah, we should have. We both said we were going to lose. Spurs proved us both wrong. And if anything, we'll be disappointed we didn't win. So, great performance from Tottenham. Both of us getting no points there, but I'm happy we got no points.
Yeah, me as well. And then the star man as well. I mean, it wasn't Mo Salah. It was Bernardo Silva and Phil Foden. Bernardo Silva played but didn't do anything. Didn't get an assist or a goal. Phil Foden didn't start.
Did he come on? I don't even know.
I'm not even sure if he came on or not. But
I get a point for appearance. No. All right.
If you get a point for appearance, I'll get 2 points for 90 minutes. How about that?
Nah, it's all right.
All right, cool. Well, that is the end of the Premier League's perspective. A bit of a short one for you this week, but 29 points now is the gap. I've cut it by 1 point this week, but we'll see. We'll be back for Predict the Prem on Thursday, and we'll see where we go on that one. Hopefully, we've got a full round of Premier League fixtures to talk about, but we'll see about that. But it looks as though the Premier League is carrying on, so that's a good sign. But yeah, that is your Premier League perspective. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any thoughts regarding anything we spoke about today. Like, subscribe and comment, and as always, come on you Spurs.